At this point, reality transurfing is no longer just a set of ideas or a book. You've explored choice, pendulums, balance, importance, intention, slide, heart-mind alignment, doors, flow, action, and feedback. What matters now is not how well you understand these concepts, but how naturally they show up in your everyday life. This module exists to help that transition happen. Most people treat learning as something separate from living. They study ideas, then return to old habits. Reality transurfing works differently. It changes how you relate to reality, not how much information you have. Living transurfing is not about constant monitoring. It's not about analyzing every thought. It's not about trying to do it right. It's about orientation. You begin to notice state before reaction. You feel importance rising and you soften it. You sense tension and you pause instead of pushing. You notice ease and you allow it to continue. This is where the principles stop feeling like techniques and they become reflexes. One of the most important shifts that happens here is the change in how you experience problems. Before, a problem felt like something to solve, something urgent, something personal. After enough awareness, problems start to feel like signals, not messages, but indicators. They show you where importance is hiding, where balance is off, where the mind is gripping too lightly. This doesn't eliminate challenges, it changes your relationship with them. Another subtle but powerful change: you stop needing certainty. You stop asking, "Am I doing this right?" And you start sensing alignment directly. That sensing is quiet. It doesn't argue, it doesn't demand reassurance. It simply guides adjustment. In the book, this transition is never presented as an endpoint. It's presented as a way of moving through life. Transurfing becomes the background lens through which choices are made. Not consciously, but continuously. This is also where comparison drops away. You stop measuring progress against others. You stop trying to match timelines. You recognize that lifelines unfold uniquely. That realization alone removes enormous pressure. Another important distinction: living transurfing does not mean disengaging from the world. It means participating without excess importance. You still care, you still act, but you no longer attach your identity to outcomes. That detachment is not indifference. It is freedom. Freedom allows the alternatives flow to work. When you are not forcing direction, reality organizes itself more intelligently. This is why people who live transurfing often appear calm in uncertainty. They trust adjustment more than control. As you reflect on everything you've explored in this series, notice what has already shifted. Not in outcomes, but in perception. Notice how quickly you catch yourself now. Notice how often you pause before reacting. Notice how much lighter certain situations feel. Those changes matter. They are evidence of integration. This module is not a finish line, it's a stabilization point. From here, deeper exploration becomes natural. Slower study, shared inquiry, guided application. Not because you're missing something, but because you're ready to move from understanding to embodiment. Reality transurfing is not something you complete, it's something you live. And that shift, once it happens, doesn't reverse.